Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Space Junk Garage. We're going to be going through how to put a set of disc brakes on a 2013 Camaro. And this is for women and men. There's a lot of men out there that don't know how to take a tire off. But if you can take a tire off, you can put these disc brakes on. You don't need a whole lot of tubes. Basically, you'll start out with, make sure you got a jack stand, safety, a C-clamp, optional, screwdriver, socket wrench, and an open end wrench. Basically, you'll start with getting your vehicle jacked up, preferably with a nice floor jack. Find your jacking points, ladies and gentlemen, so you don't damage your vehicle, because you don't want to put the jack through the floor or through the oil pan. That would not be too good. You wouldn't have to worry about having no brakes if you do that, because you ain't going to be going nowhere. But anyway, let's get this boy up in the air so we can get it to where she'll stop. Now, I omitted the part, makes it a little easier before you jack it up. Crack all your lug nuts. Just take your 4-way or your lug nut torque wrench, put it on there like that. Go ahead and crack them a little bit. Not a lot, just a little bit to where they loose. You don't want it flopping around and the wheel flopping down. Just break them loose so you ain't got to fight it. Then you get her up in there. A nice floor jack works real good for this, ladies and gentlemen. Get on up in there, like so. You ain't got to go super high. Just enough where the wheel's off the ground, where it turn around. Look at that. Take your jack stand, safety. Go under the subframe now. Find you a nice sturdy place under the subframe. Please don't put it on the bottom of the floor, because it's going to come up through there. Go up a little bit more. Make sure you find a nice sturdy spot, y'all. Now ease it down on the jack stand. Take the pressure off the jack. Just pull it down like that. There we go. She's secure. Ready to do what we need to do. And ain't got to worry about it falling on you. Now, whenever you're working on a car and you got to take wheels off or get up under it, please use the jack stands. Because they're your friends. Now, optional, unless you got a wheel chuck, brickworks. Brickworks is just fine. Space junk fell out of the sky somewhere. Just slap it under the wheel. You know, take your wrench, take your lug wrench pull away. This is why you loosened your lugs up in the beginning. You just look at that. Just spin them off. You spin them off like that. Real easy, like. Put them out of the way so you don't kick them and they get lost somewhere and you can't never find them. They seem to like to try to escape. I guess they're looking for a vacation. But anyway, just go through it just like that. If you can change a tire, you can put some disc brakes on. They basically all about the same. A little different technique to some, but most of them's about all the same. Just roll it on through there like that. Get them all on. Don't be in no rush. Ain't no use in hurrying. Now this is the manual way. If you got an impact wrench, you done zip, 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 zip. You be, you know. But everybody don't have those luxuries sometimes. And right now, I'm doing this away from my shop. Okay, we got all the nuts gone. Move your wheel chuck or brick or whatever you put up under there. And just pull the wheel off. Look at that, bam. Lay it over. You know, some people, for safety, tuck the wheel back up under the car in case it falls. You know, trust me, you don't want this bad boy falling down on you because you're going to be hurt. Now, take a socket like this. Got two nuts on the back. Two bolts rather. Make sure you're going the right way. You don't want to be tightening. You want to be loosening. Just put it up there like that. Boom. Pop it. Pop right on loose. Come around to the one on the bottom. Get it. Check it and see what you're doing. Oh, this is where you need your wrench at. Because your slider's trying to spin. Take your wrench. See something look like a little nut on the inside. Hold it. Push down on it. Pull up on the wrench. Pow. There it is. Look at that. Then, you go on. Take your bolts out of your caliper. Just like this. Yeah, an electric ratchet would be nice, but right now, like I said, I'm away from the shop, so we just kind of manually, or woman manually doing this. Women can do it too, so y'all men don't get all bent out of shape. If your girlfriend or your wife or your significant other says, honey, I'm going to put brakes on my car. You ain't doing it. All right. We get these boys off. And then, you know, there's independent women out there that work on cars, drive trucks, change gears, race cars, do drifting and all that stuff. You know, they do it all. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Now, this is where this screwdriver comes in handy. Just kind of take it in there, just work it a little bit. See how that slide back like that? Slide on back. See? Then grab it. And slide on back like that. See how easy that is? Ain't no hard work to that at all, guys. You women. Take this, go ahead and hold this up here. You know, see your caliper? This piston right here. This piston, gotta push it back. Now, you saying, how am I gonna push that piston back? Mr. C-clamp. See? Get him in there. Get him in the cup, wind him up. Just like that, just keep on winding on that thing. Just wind them on in. Then when you feel some tension on it, just keep on cranking on it. Crank on it some more. Crank on it some more. Look at that thing go in. See it going in right there. So you got to push that piston in, because once you put your new pads on there, piston will be in the way unless you push it back. Now, push that bad boy on back like that. See there? See there? See there? ladies and gentlemen, or women and minis, like that. There we go, back in that flush. Now you got that done. Now a little tip for y'all. Try to put this thing somewhere where it ain't hanging from the line, because that damages the line, and you don't want that. So you be sitting there up against a tree somewhere like, I just put brakes on this thing, why didn't it stop? And we got another little trick after you get the brakes on I'll let you know about too, because that'll put you in the tree or into somebody or whatever. You don't want that. So you crank this bad boy on back out of the way like that. Don't need him no more. Mr. C, bye. Tuck him over there like that. Now, see him up there? Sometimes you get a piece of coat hanger, run through the boat hole and hang it from somewhere. Or if it'll lay up on top of the steering arm, caliper, whatever. That's good. Come in here, inspect your brakes a little bit, see what's going on. Slide them back off of here like this. That's where a screwdriver comes in handy. Just kind of ease in there with it. Slide them out. Just like that. These brakes ain't too bad, but need to go ahead and change them. There we go. Once it pops out of there, just grab it, work it out like that. Boom. There's that one. Ain't too bad. No, about halfway. Alright, toss him to the side. Do the same thing for the back. Just kind of take the screwdriver, work him out. Once you get a little gap in between there, pop them off. Boom. Look at that. He's out too. Bam. We about halfway there. Now, if you bought the hardware for your brakes, you don't need this. Just toss it over there. Pop the other one off. Toss it over there too. While you're right here, ladies and gentlemen, feel on your rotor. See what you look like. See how it feels. It should be smooth. You know? You don't want it rough and raggedy and like a piece of sandpaper, because you put your new pads on there, they ain't gonna last long. Okay, that's in good shape right there. But if it does need some attention, up to a certain limit, you can go have them turned. Take them to a machine shop somewhere that does brake work, have your rotors turned. But now once they get past a certain thickness, time for new ones. Just like some people I know, hear your brakes going, they just keep driving, metal to metal, and then eventually it tears up way more than what a set of brake pads will ever cost you. Because now you got to buy a new rotor. If it gets into your caliper and tears your caliper up, you got to get a new caliper. Now you got brakes, caliper, and a rotor. Now you're talking about, you know, anywhere from $75 to $100 versus $400 to $500 to $600 for parts. Now, what we got here, ladies and gentlemen, hardware comes with brakes if you order the premium set of brakes. Now, take this hardware just like this. See, nice pretty shiny thing. You know, y'all women out like that. That's bling bling right there going on your machine. Bling bling on your machine. Oh Lord, I'm not listening to me. Yeah, slide that in there. Got little grooves. Put them on the little grooves. Make sure they click down. Click them down like that. Make sure you don't bend them up. You know, make sure they stay straight. You don't want to bend them all up, get them all crazy, because they won't do what they're supposed to do. They got bent out of shape. Now, so you put a little groove fit in there like that, pop it up there, go around the back, make sure he's popped up there, clickety click, click clack. Look at that, click clack. Oh Lord. Now, this little thing right here, that tells you when it's time to change your brakes. And a lot of people ignore that little thing, but it's ignoring, you know, because what happens is, that gets against the rotor. Yeah, squeeze, 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 squeeze when you put on the brakes. That's telling you it's time to change the brakes, y'all. You know, they're getting kind of thin. You know, you hear that squeeze, squeeze every time you put on brakes, squeeze, squeeze. You change their rotors. well, not your rotors, excuse me, why. You need to change your pads. You know, a lot of people ignore that. Oh, well, I'll get them later. Then after a while, you'll be right back to that $700 cost. Now, make sure you put that on there. Sit them in there like so. Grooves in the grooves, you know. Might have to hold up your little brand new bling bling hardware. And slide the pads up in there. Easy as pie. It just clicks right on in there. Make sure she's fitting right, y'all. Make sure she ain't binding. She lays flat against the rotor. Flat. And then you take the other pad, like this. Both pads are not going to have a wear sensor on. See this one? Yeah, it don't have a little silver shiny thing on it. So he's the silent type. So now, this is what I'm talking about, groove to groove, y'all. See what I'm talking about right there? See that groove right there? See? Boom, boom. Little notch groove like that, right there. Them fit in there like that. Oh, and by the way, orient your pads the same way the rotor is. See how it curved right here? See that curve in there? That pretty curve right there? See how your rotor curved right there? That's how you want it. Don't put them in there like that. They won't go. You know, you'll try. But I have seen people get them in there upside down. Now, I ain't figured out how, but they have. But anyway, make sure it's oriented just like that. See how it is? Look at your rotor. See how your rotor, your brake pad. Click it up in there. See, groove to groove. Get around the back. Click him up in there. There it is. See, look at that. Boom. Make sure they're snug and flat against the rotor. Now, I've already pre-greased these blingy shiny things with your little brake grease. Don't get it on the pads. Please don't get it on your pads. You just rub a little bit on here, around these joints, a little bit around here, so they, when you put on brakes, they close, and when you let off the brakes, they open. You know, not like a lot of stores now, open and close. But anyway, here we go. Now, we are overly done. Now, get your caliper that you placed up there. See, this is where pushing the piston comes in to your advantage. Because if you don't, now when you try to slide it over top of your pads, it won't go. But since you've already recessed the piston, slide right on there just pretty. Now, where you took your bolts out, start at the top. Feel around in there. Put the bolt in the hole. Easy as pie, like that. Takes a little bit of, there it is. Look at that, boom. Then you start it. Go ahead and twist it, get it started. Get your top one started like that, boom. Now, get your other bolt. That's why I say, make sure they don't get away from you, because if you lose these little guys, you're out of business. Now, go down to the bottom one. Line him up. Start him. Boom. Get them good. Get them started, y'all. Screw them in there with your fingers as far as you can screw them in there. Because this is a place you don't want to cross-thread it or get it all crookedified and messed up and everything, and then you'll be sitting there cussing and raising sand and having a bad day. Now you take your wrench and you take your socket. You put your wrench on your inside like that. Make sure your socket's going to tightening. Tightening, not loosening. Put your wrench in there. Put your socket back on the little nut bolt that you took off, ladies and gentlemen. And then start tightening it up. Just keep tightening it, keep tightening it, keep tightening it. Keep tightening it. Put it to it, y'all. There we go, good gracious. There it is. Don't want that thing coming loose. Don't want your brakes coming off. Take your wrench, stick it on the inside bolt to hold it from spinning. Put your ratchet on there and do the exact same thing you just done. There we go. Good gracious. Put a little uncle to it. Not too much. Don't want to bring them off. There. Guess what, ladies and gentlemen? We just put a set of brake pads on a 2013 Camaro. All DIY. Look at that. See, y'all women can go out here and do this yourself. And, you know, if you ain't scared to get your hands, see, look at that. We didn't even get our hands that dirty. Look at that. Good gracious, look at that. See? Now, all you got to do now, if you can change your tire, you just putting your wheel back on. That's all you're doing. Well, let's go put a wheel back on so we can get this thing on the ground. We roll big old bad boy up there like that. See, the way I used to do it, put this stud to the top. Like that. Boom, boom, boom. Top. See that? Top. That way, when you roll your wheel up there, that hole in that wheel, you line that hole up to the top, and then you just, boom, look at that. Good gosh, that thing went right on there. We ain't hunting and finding, trying to look for the hole in the boat and everything. And get your nuts. And what I like to do, a lot of people don't do it, but trust me, hand start your lug nuts on, ladies and gentlemen, please. Get it started on there. On up there. I know it takes a little bit more time. Everybody's got into this electronic, you know, impact and anything. But no, just, it don't take but just a few minutes. And trust me, it'll save you a lot of grief. A lot of grief. Go ahead and start them up there. And if your studs are good and clean like these are, it's easy. You just spin them boys. And spin them boys. And they'll wind right on up there just as pretty. Make sure your wheels on there, because some of them is hub centric. You want to make sure that wheel's sitting up on there and it ain't crooked or cockeyed or whatever. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this is where my brick come back in handy, since I still got it up on the jack. Take the brick, or either space junk that fell out of the sky, whatever. Slap it up under there a little bit. Get your wrench, or your impact wrench, or whatever type of torquing device that you're using. Start tightening up. Cross hatch now. Here, go to him. Here, and go to him. Here, and then jump right across the way and hit this one. Look at that. Boom. And then jump right down to the last one. There we go. And then there. The brick holds the wheel, so you can snug these bad boys on up a little bit. Snug them. Ugga-dugga. Ugga-dugga, boy. Look at that. Ugga-dugga. Good God. Ugga-dugga. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. We just put on a set of pads. Both sides are identical. So, you know, the left side same as the right side, and right side same as the left side. So, here we go. Now, all you got to do now, ladies and gentlemen, take your jack stand out from under there, let it down, and if you did it the way I done it, when you let it down a little bit, go back with your 4-way wrench and tighten them up again. But if you went on and used the impact wrench that's set to the appropriate torque, you're done. And see, bam, we got a set of brand new pads on here. Look like she's ready to stop on a dime. Well, I guess that's going to just about do it for Space Junk Garage, y'all. If you found this handy and, you know, informative, good God, a new word I've been made. If you got any information out of this, please like and subscribe, and I will be back again to show you some more things that will help you in the long run and save you a little cash. And like I said, this is geared toward both women and men, so don't get it all twisted. Go ahead and get this jacket in out from under here. Good, great. Jack it up a little bit, get it off of it. Look at that. go back on the ground. Look at that, down she go. Juicy. Alright, y'all. That should do it for this section of Space Junk Garage. And I will be seeing y'all later in the atmosphere. Have a good day, and hope everybody's doing fine and doing well. Like I said, please like and subscribe so I can bring more of these things to life. Talk to y'all later.